You feel it already, don't you? That creeping unease at the edge of your awareness. The subtle weight pressing against your chest as if someone else is quietly moving pieces on a board you didn't even realize existed. You thought you were in control, navigating life with reason, instinct, and honesty. But the truth is sharper. Every predictable choice, every habitual reaction, every moment you respond without thought is being watched, cataloged, and prepared for. You didn't notice it, but your patterns, your likes, your routines, the way your face tightens when annoyed, the hesitation in your voice, these are no longer yours. They belong to those who have learned to wait. You think you're maneuvering through the day, but others are maneuvering around you. The anxiety you feel is not imagined. It's the echo of your own predictability being exploited. You cannot escape it by speed, charm, or effort, because the more you try to control, the more obvious you become. You sense the subtle pressure, the quiet steering that bends your outcomes without confrontation. There is no shout, no direct attack, only the patient orchestration of your habits against you. Your sense of security fractures, leaving a raw, exposed nerve at the core of your decisions. You are a creature of patterns, and patterns are preyed upon. Feel the loss, the vulnerability, the frustration of realizing that everything you believed about being in control may have been an illusion. The world does not move around your intentions. It moves in the spaces your predictability leaves open, and right now, it has read you, mapped you, and is silently winning. You were taught that honesty, consistency, and transparency are virtues. That showing your intentions, revealing your feelings, and living openly would earn trust, loyalty, and respect. You believe that the world rewards the good, the sincere, the straightforward. You followed this path diligently, thinking alignment with moral ideals would protect you. And yet here you are, exhausted, outmaneuvered, frustrated, and sometimes humiliated. The promises were lies, or at least half-truths. Life does not reward intention. It rewards adaptation, strategy, and leverage. Nature does not care about your ethics. Psychology does not bend to your ideals, and systems do not pause for virtue. Your predictability has been used against you because by showing your hand, you allowed others to anticipate, to calculate, to steer outcomes without confrontation. Every gesture, every pattern, every predictable response became a tool in someone else's hands. The world is indifferent to the morality of your actions. Good intentions do not shield you from manipulation. The harsh truth is that by adhering to this belief, you were punished not for being bad, but for being readable, for being consistent, for being transparent. The illusion that virtue alone protects you has been shattered, and the moment you recognize it, a choice opens: continuing naive predictability or embrace a disciplined, strategic opacity that preserves your freedom and influence. There is no moral failure here, only a tactical misalignment with reality, and understanding this is the first step toward reclaiming control. Machiavelli warned centuries ago that those who reveal their plans are defeated before a battle begins. Sun Tzu observed that the unpredictable general always commands the field. Modern psychology confirms it. Humans unconsciously exploit patterns, using subtle cues to predict behavior, manipulate choices, and control outcomes without overt force. This is not conjecture, it is law, and it is uncomfortable because it exposes a truth we rarely admit. Power does not favor the honest, the consistent, or the predictable. It favors the unreadable, the variable, the strategically opaque. These authorities, long respected yet often suppressed in polite society, reveal that control is not about aggression or charisma. It is about restraint, variability, and mastery over your own signals. Understanding these truths separates the reactive from the sovereign, the exploited from the architect. The uncomfortable fact is that knowledge of human behavior and strategy is not widely shared because it makes the average person uneasy. To embrace it is to accept a role of conscious calculation, to step outside the comforting illusions of predictability. To ignore it is to remain perpetually at the mercy of those who have internalized these laws. Machiavelli, Sun Tzu, behavioral scientists, each speaks to a single undeniable reality. If you wish to wield power, influence outcomes, and preserve autonomy, you must first learn the art of being unreadable, of moving without pre-announced intent, of letting the world react to you instead of the other way around. You are tired, exhausted from the constant guessing, the endless friction, the subtle defeats you can't quite name. You feel the confusion every time someone anticipates your move before you even make it. You sense the frustration when your efforts are nullified not by force, but by quiet calculation around your habits and patterns. You feel the anger, the sting, the hollow disappointment of realizing that your openness, your consistency, your good intentions have been used against you. And yet, there is a promise here if you are willing to confront the truths you have been avoiding. The tools to reclaim your autonomy, to restore control over outcomes, to force others to react rather than calculate, are not myths. They are precise, deliberate, and actionable, grounded in centuries of observation, philosophy, and science. Once you grasp them, there will be no return to ignorance, no comfort in predictable patterns, no refuge in the illusion that being read is safe. You will see clearly, understand fully, and act without revealing more than necessary. The exhaustion you feel now is the prelude to clarity. The confusion is the gateway to power. You will emerge from this understanding equipped not just with tactics, but with a new posture toward the world. Posture that commands respect without demanding it, that preserves freedom without force that leverages the subtle dynamics of human behavior to your advantage. This is not about manipulation. This is about mastery. This is not about external domination. This is about the quiet authority of someone who cannot be anticipated, boxed, or controlled. We will not offer slogans, tricks, or fleeting hacks. This is a journey of perception, not persuasion. There are 5 principles you must internalize, 5 keys that will shift how the world responds to you, permanently and irreversibly. Each principle dismantles a layer of predictability, replacing it with control, flexibility, and authority. These are not optional skills. They are frameworks for how to exist in a world that does not reward intention, only alignment with reality. You will learn how to manage your signals, how to move without announcing your plans, and how to remain unreadable even under pressure. You will discover the mechanics of influence that operate without confrontation, and the subtle architecture of restraint that ensures power flows to you while keeping others off balance. By the end, your habits, reactions, and emotions will no longer betray you. You will understand how to force others to act while you remain sovereign, calm, and unanticipated. Each principle is a lens that alters perception, a tool that reshapes interaction, a discipline that reinforces internal authority. These 5 keys are cumulative. Each builds on the last, compounding your capacity to act strategically while remaining unseen, unforecastable, and untouchable. There is no room for half measures. Each concept demands attention, reflection, and adoption. The shift you are about to undergo will not fade with time. The world will begin to respond differently because you will no longer signal yourself before you act. The rules have changed, and you will be the one enforcing them. The first principle is the economy of motion. Predictability is currency, and you have been spending it carelessly. Every habitual gesture, every repeated reaction, every automatic emotional response is a transaction you never authorized. Others are watching your ledger, learning the limits of your movement, the edges of your comfort, the predictable cadence of your choices. Imagine a river confined by a rigid channel. Every bend, every twist is mapped, every rapid anticipated. Now imagine the same river allowed to flow freely, shifting course unpredictably, carving new paths at will. That is the power of variability. Your old behavior responding reflexively, repeating patterns, Offering consistency allowed others to forecast your actions and manipulate outcomes without effort. Your new behavior is restraint, measured response, and deliberate unpredictability. You act in ways that are precise yet unexpected, leaving observers uncertain and reactive. They cannot force you because they do not know where you will move next. You are no longer a resource to be mined, a predictable asset in their plans. Instead, you are the river, fluid, adaptable, and sovereign. Those around you begin to recalibrate constantly, expending energy while you conserve yours, guided by internal discipline rather than external provocation. Power lies not in aggression or domination, but in the patient mastery of motion. Your unpredictability becomes leverage, your restraint becomes authority, and your capacity to act without revealing intent ensures that the advantage is yours before the encounter even begins. The second principle is the authority of silence. Words betray you more than you realize. Every explanation, every justification, every declaration of intent is a thread others can pull to unravel your position. Imagine a chess player who announces each move before touching the piece. Every strategy is nullified before it begins. Your old behavior over explaining, signaling intentions, or seeking validation gave observers a map of your inner state, allowing them to anticipate, redirect, or exploit your energy. Your new behavior is measured restraint. You speak with purpose, only when necessary, and let your actions carry weight that words cannot convey. Silence is not absence. It is a signal of internal command, an unspoken authority that forces others to fill gaps with uncertainty, speculation, and sometimes error. When you embody silence, you are no longer a target to be read. You are a presence that others must respond to, never control. Observers begin to expend effort trying to decode you, miscalculate, or overreach, while your discipline preserves freedom and strategic flexibility. Mastery of silence does not require force, it requires understanding. Your value is revealed through action, not explanation. Your influence comes from ambiguity, not exposure. Power accrues to those who cannot be boxed, predicted, or pressured by expectation. Authority is internal, anchored in self-command, and reflected outwardly in every pause, every measured word, every deliberate omission. In the world of influence, silence speaks louder than compliance or charisma ever could. The third principle is the calculus of emotion. Emotions are energy, and when unrestrained, they are spent for others' gain. Every visible irritation, every burst of joy, every tremor of fear or impatience is data fuel for manipulation, a signal that allows others to anticipate your limits. Your old behavior reacting impulsively, wearing your feelings openly, assuming transparency, builds trust made you readable. Others could predict your thresholds, exploit your triggers, and subtly steer outcomes without direct confrontation. Your new behavior is measured observation. You feel fully, but you reveal sparingly. Emotions are internal currency, to be conserved, redirected, or deployed strategically, never spent carelessly. Like a predator observing prey, you learn to read the environment while masking the signals that expose you. When you embody this principle, others begin to reveal themselves first, exhausted by your composure, while they overextend in attempts to provoke a response. Power shifts not by dominating externally, but by mastering internal states, by ensuring that your impulses are instruments, not liabilities. You remain calm, collected, unreadable, and therefore unconquerable. Predictability dies in the discipline of emotional control, and with it, the leverage others once held over you. You are no longer a target of manipulation. You are the steady point around which chaos unfolds, forcing recalibration, hesitation, and miscalculation in those who thought your patterns were theirs to exploit. Emotional mastery is quiet, but it is absolute. The fourth principle is the veil of intent. Your plans, desires, and strategies are not weapons to display, they are tools to conceal. Every predictable announcement, every telegraphed move, Every habitual pattern of signaling your intentions turns leverage into liability. Your old behavior clarifying your objectives, revealing your reasoning, or expecting others to align with your stated plans allowed anticipation to replace uncertainty. Your new behavior is strategic opacity. You act without declaration, maneuver without explanation, and let outcomes reveal themselves in your favor. Like a shadow shifting in the wind, you are present but undefined, forcing observers to guess, miscalculate, and misjudge. The power of this veil is not in secrecy for its own sake, but in the uncertainty it imposes. Those who cannot predict you expend effort, make errors, and inadvertently yield influence to your discipline. The world begins to move around you because it cannot move through you. When intent is concealed, you are free to adapt, to recalibrate, and to strike advantageously without alerting opposition. Predictability is neutralized. Manipulation is neutralized. Authority becomes a function of unassailability, not aggression. Others react to your presence instead of imposing their will upon it. Mastery of intent is mastery of leverage itself. By withholding signals, you reclaim the initiative, preserve strategic options, and make the unseen your strongest weapon. Power flows quietly, invisibly, to the one who cannot be boxed, anticipated, or forecast. The fifth principle is the gravity of presence. Influence is not built on noise, approval, or performance. It is anchored in your grounded, sovereign presence. Your old behavior seeking attention, over-explaining, reacting to every stimulus allowed others to pull you into their orbit, to dictate terms, to shape outcomes around your predictability. Your new behavior is deliberate stillness. You move with purpose, speak with economy, and project calm authority. Like a massive planet, your presence bends the field around you, drawing energy toward your command while leaving others struggling to adapt. Observers sense your unpredictability, your discipline, and your internal command, and in response, they expend energy attempting to anticipate you, adjust to you, or provoke a reaction that will never come. Power here is not in confrontation, but in the gravitational pull of composure. By embodying this principle, you create an environment where others act in response to your steadiness, rather than manipulating you through their understanding of your patterns. You become a fixed point in a shifting landscape, unforecastable, yet undeniably influential. Influence flows naturally to the one who cannot be predicted, who refuses to overexpose, who maintains internal order while the world moves around them. Your presence is the anchor of your authority, the silent signal that mastery resides within, and the foundation from which all leverage, freedom, and control emanate. Predictability is destroyed not through force, but through disciplined, sovereign being.